Hi listeners, Max here, aka Chepstow's finest on the All Things County Forum and Smelly Alan Fartridge on X. Sorry about that. Long time listener, first time contributor. Here is my match report for the Chesterfield game. So it was my first time at the SMH Stadium. I had a clear run from Chepstow, which was good. The stadium is your typical soulless bowl on a retail park, but not bad as soulless bowls go. The county team was unchanged from the Gillingham game. We played a 4-3-3, Zarnev in goal, a back four of Tom Davies, Gunai, Baker and Jenkins, a midfield three of Whitmore, Antwi, Braybrook, and the forwards were Opoku, Camwa and Reindorf. Chesterfield were playing a 4-2-3-1. Kieran Dyer, the first team coach, he described the game as a must win, which I thought was interesting because I can't imagine Hughes coming out and saying that about any of our games. I won't go through their entire team, but their squad depth is ridiculous. Same as Gillingham. Any of their bench would be first team regulars for us. So the game in short, just like the Gills game, we make a really good start, quick out the blocks, create a couple of good chances and some good moves. Braybrook is our best player by a mile, in my opinion. Bobby had some good runs down the wing, Agunai as well, getting better with each game. Then after 15-20 minutes, we just seemed to run out of ideas and steam and revert to the sideways and backwards ball. We just haven't got the quality to punch through or make a difference. Chesterfield score with their first real attack. Will Grigg does what he does, scoring a brilliant header. Then just before half-time, their number 10, a Man City loanee, scores to make it 2-0. Second half, Cam Evans comes on for Antwi. Chesterfield play it safe, as you would. Their fans wake up a bit and start to make some noise at this point. We just retreat into our shells pretty much. CBR comes on for Opoku. Something that just shows the depth of the Chesterfield squad as well is that right after that, they were able to make a quadruple change. And as I said before, all players that would walk into our first team. They also brought on Tom Naylor a bit later on, formerly of this parish. He played 33 times for County on loan from Derby in the first season that we were back in League Two. Spellman came on for Reindorf and scored pretty much after that, 2-1 in the 80th minute, so game on. But unfortunately, a few minutes later, Ronan Darcy on loan from Wigan for them lobbed Zarnev to make it 3-1, and that's game over. And then to add insult to injury, Dylan Markandé makes it 4-1 a few minutes later. At least all the players came over to the away fans and looked as gutted as we did, to be fair. 194 exiles in full voice for the most part, some very funny songs, quite a lot of proper gallows humour going on. And interestingly, for the first time that I've heard it, anti-Hugh Jenkins songs. I was at Tranmere, the last away game, and I didn't hear anything like that, so that was an interesting development. So that was Chesterfield and the SMH Stadium. So long. A few thoughts I had on the drive back to South Wales. Hughes said in his post-match that it was quite an open game when it really wasn't. Rob Phillips asked him about possible recruitment and he said words to the effect of, we can't bring any free agents in at the moment because of FFP, which I thought was interesting. Thank goodness Shrewsbury and Cheltenham lost as well. Let's hope Cheltenham don't have a new manager bounce when we play them. And that's it. Big month ahead. Some potentially winnable games. Let's stick together up the county.